Hey everyone, let's talk today about what's going on with the markets this week and more importantly, what it means for you if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or just stay mortgage savvy. First up, let's talk about stocks. Stocks are flat today, not a whole lot going on, but mortgage bonds right now, they are having a pretty decent morning. And why is that? Well, because Japan just dropped some pretty interesting economic news. Their GDP came in way worse than expected. And as it was reported today, anata wa watashi no tomodachi desu. Anata na kaja kuda. No. And when a major economy like Japan struggles, it usually puts pressure on global rates to go lower. So that's what's helping our bond market today. And in turn, that is keeping mortgage rates from going up at the moment. Now, here is something interesting. Yesterday, we saw what's called and I just learned this term, it's called a bearish engulfing pattern. And it shows up on the charts. And if you're not a chart geek, no worries. It basically means the trend in interest rates flipped hard. And now we're seeing follow through today. So yields are coming down, which is good news for mortgage rates. And so that is kind of where the market is for rates. Now, let's talk housing. We have two key reports. We have housing starts and permits. Permits are kind of the sneak peek, and they show us how many homes developers are planning to build. And in April, permits were down almost 5%, and that's not great. But with higher construction costs and I think tariffs, a lot of those permits may never turn into actual homes. Something to think about. Now, housing starts are a little more real. These are the homes where construction has already started, and they're basically in April they were flat. But single family starts actually dropped 2%. So here's the big picture. We're still not building enough homes. I think that's the major takeaway here. Right now, the annual pace of housing starts is about 1.36 million. But the number of new households being formed each year, that's closer to 1.8 million. So the demand is outpacing supply. And economics 101, when that happens, we know that home prices tend to stay strong or even go up. So even though home completions fell by nearly 6% and the pace of homes being finished is still way below the number of new households, bottom line, there just aren't enough homes to meet the demands. Now, let's talk about something called builder confidence. Now, there's an index called the NAHB Housing Market Index, and it came out and it showed a big drop in builder sentiment. But 90% of those survey responses came before some major trade deals were finalized. So don't be shocked if next month's report bounces back a little bit. Here's what's coming up next week. Wednesday, this is a big day, mortgage applications and a 20-year bond auction. Thursday, we have jobless claims and existing home sales. And Friday, we have new home sales. And just a heads up, the bond market closes early at 2 p.m. Eastern for Memorial Day weekend. Now, here is a quick technical update. Mortgage bonds have had a nice 2-day rebound. We are having an awesome 2-day movement on the market. And we're testing what is called a double ceiling. If you look at the charts, the 100-day and the 25-day moving averages. If bonds break above that, we could see more improvement with mortgage rates. And then if you look at the 10-year treasury on the yield side, the 10-year treasury just dipped below what is called the 100-day moving average. And if that holds, yields could fall further, maybe even down to that 4.35% level. And that would be another huge win for mortgage shoppers. So what's the move right now? I'm telling my buyers just to kind of sit tight. We are floating our rates, but are keeping an eye on the market, and we'll be ready to lock if the tide turns. That's the quick update. If you're in the market, if you're shopping, if you want to master the timing of your rate lock, we're happy to give it a try for you. It's what we do. We love it. Reach out. Have a great weekend. And this is Tim Rhey with True Rate Mortgage Group. I work on weekends, so throw me a text, call, or email, and I'm always happy to help.